Hey everyone, today is February 17th, and I was out on a walk the other day, I believe on Monday, and I heard the voice of the Lord, and He asked me a question. And this is the question He asked me: what happened to prior to the plagues in Egypt? What happened prior to the plagues in Egypt when the children of Israel were freed from Egyptian bondage? And the answer for that question, I came home and I looked it up, and it's in Exodus 7, verse 10. And Moses and Aaron went in to Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh also called the wise men and the sorcerers, now the magicians of Egypt. They also did in like manner with their enchantments. For they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents, but Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods. So what happened before the plagues was Moses and Aaron, when they went into Pharaoh, actually brought down Pharaoh's government system. In Exodus 7:11, it says Pharaoh called the wise men and the sorcerers and the magicians who were his advisors. And Moses and Aaron actually revealed, I believe they revealed Christ, they revealed Jesus unto Pharaoh when they took their rod, which I believe it was symbolic of the rod from the stem of Jesse. And if you can read about that in Isaiah 11 verses 1 and 2, and they actually revealed Christ to him. And when they did that, they actually brought down Pharaoh's government. Now, this, I believe, is similar to what is happening now. We're seeing a lot of things take place in our own nation where there's exposure of different things that have taken place that were not good. And this exposure is going to continue to take place. And one of the things is we're seeing with this exposure, it's going to be shouted more and more from the rooftops of what these unrighteous, evil people have done. Now, the government system here in Egypt was taken down, and what we're going to see it on a national level here around the world. Also, we're going to see governors, state legislatures, mayors that have held unrighteousness and have not done the right thing. Those government systems are going to be brought down. So here in Exodus 6:6, this is I believe is a very important verse here. It says, "Wherefore say unto the children of Israel," God is telling Moses what to say to him. "I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments." So when the people of God, which the remnant people of God have been doing, and they've been crying out to God for deliverance from these different things, from these mandates, from all these things that they're trying to push out there that are not right, that is unrighteousness, God is going to stretch out his arm against them, and he's going to deliver his people with great judgments. Again, let me read that. It says Exodus 6:6. The last part of that verse says, "And I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments." And that's what God is doing right now. We're seeing this happen. It's not a matter of days or weeks or whatever. This is taking place, and God is doing like what he said here in verse 7, Exodus 6:7. "And I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a God, and you shall know that I am the Lord your God, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians." And that's exactly what God is doing now. The same pattern, we're seeing that same pattern take place. First, the government system comes down, and then I believe we're going to see plagues similar to what they saw there in Egypt. God is delivering his people, and we will no longer be under the burdens of this unrighteous government system. So, Jesus is Lord, and he will have his way.